So now we get into the more difficult question of how do we pray? And it's a difficult question because it's an incomplete question. A more complete question would be, how do the Yoruba pray? How do the Akan pray? How does someone who observes Obia or Voodoo pray? How does an initiate in the Kemetic mystery system pray? How does an Ethiopian Christian pray? These are more complete questions, none of which I am qualified to answer because I belong to none of these systems of religion or spirituality, if you will. And the reason I don't belong to any of them is because I have not been invited into any of them. And some of them you literally just have to be born into. So these traditions are also passed down mainly orally. I mean, outside of course, Ethiopian Christianity, which they have a book. Outside of some of the mysteries of the Kemetic system, such as like the 42 Negative Confessions of Ma'at, or your Book of Coming Forth by Day, and these kind of eschatological texts which are out there, none of which really involve prayer. But as I said, most of these systems are oral traditions that you have to be invited into, or you have to be born into. It's only as we get closer into the newer religions, such as Judaism, Christianity, Islam, that we begin to get into religions that were tied closely to imperialism, religions that were told that they needed to go out and conquer people because they were worshiping the wrong gods or just the devil per se. So they had to superimpose a law of how these people should behave once they were conquered. And that's when you get into the ideology that you can teach people how to pray properly, which is some really odd. It should be odd to an African person that someone can teach them how to pray properly. It's within no one's rights to do that as a human. So I know that doesn't answer the question. Only someone who practices a particular system that you're interested in, that's willing to invite you into that system, can answer that question for you.